Hello everyone, this is Wesley with OklahomaStormWatch.com. I just wanted to record a video discussing the severe weather risks over the next several days. It is about 12:15 p.m. on Sunday, April 27th, 2025. Today we have a slight risk of severe weather across the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles with a marginal risk farther east. What we're anticipating is isolated supercells developing across the slight risk area. With all hazards possible, this activity will track toward the northeast, but as it encounters an increasingly capped environment, it will weaken and collapse. So not much is expected across western Oklahoma outside of the Oklahoma Panhandle. As we get into tomorrow, things will change as we get increasing upper level support as our next weather maker approaches. The SPC currently has a slight risk across a good portion of the state. A dry line will mix eastward during the afternoon, making it to about Elk City and possibly up toward Fairview by late afternoon before retreating back toward the west with the loss of daytime heating. There's going to be two windows for supercell development. The first one is going to be between 4 and 6 p.m. Some of the models show the cap weakening enough for at least isolated supercells, first developing down in southwest Oklahoma. All hazards would be possible as it lifts toward the northeast. As storms mature, they'd pull more toward the right or the east. All hazards possible: large to very large hail, damaging winds, and tornadoes. The second window, and more likely window for development, is going to be around and after sunset. Most of the weather models show scattered storms developing across western Oklahoma during this period and presenting similar hazards to any activity earlier in the day. With that low-level jet ramping up, there will be a potential for strong tornadoes. So I expect them to upgrade parts of west central Oklahoma down into northwest Texas to an enhanced risk in later outlooks. That could be here shortly when they update the risk area at 12:30, or it could be later tonight, just depends. But tomorrow's definitely going to be a day where you need to be weather ready and make sure you have those storm shelters ready or know where you need to go in case a tornado warning is issued for your area. By Tuesday morning, a cold front will be dropping south into northwest Oklahoma. There will be some showers and thunderstorms ongoing across the state at this time, and this frontal boundary will be dropping south, making it into central Oklahoma by early evening. Those along and south of the boundary will see a risk for damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes. Those north of the boundary will see a risk for large hail, but the wind and tornado risk will be significantly lower. To cover this risk, the SPC has a slight risk across much of the state on Tuesday. Again, those that are located along and south of the frontal boundary will see all hazards possible, while areas to the north will just see mainly large hail with the strongest storms. Some adjustments are expected as the timing and location of that cold front become more certain. I wouldn't be surprised to see an upgrade to an enhanced risk, but trying to figure out where that would be at this time is a bit difficult. By the time we get into Wednesday, we're going to see the main upper level system eject into the region. When it does, we're going to see that frontal boundary pull back toward the north and the west. So some areas that were in that cooler air late Tuesday night, they will be moved back into that warm, moist, unstable air. And this is where I greatly differ with the thinking of the Storm Prediction Center and National Weather Service at this time, because I'll show you right here. So right now, all they have is a slight risk of severe weather across North Texas and the Lake Texoma region. I firmly believe that the heart of the state, the heart of Oklahoma, is going to see at least a slight risk for severe weather on Wednesday, because we're going to see that system eject into the region, the frontal boundary pull back toward the north and the west. Renewed thunderstorm development and the cold temperatures aloft from that system are going to maximize instability. So I do see there being a potential for large to very large hail, damaging winds, and tornadoes across the state. The favored area is going to be across the southeast half of the state, but again, all that will be worked out as we get closer. It's just going to look a lot different than what they're showing right here. So please keep that in mind. I thank you all for watching, and just as a reminder, the information on Oklahoma Storm Watch is to be treated as supplemental only. When in a life-threatening situation, always refer to an official weather source, preferably the National Weather Service or your trusted local meteorologist. I've been tracking the weather, reading case studies, and doing a ton of research for more than 20 years, and I just enjoy sharing what knowledge I have about the weather with others and just providing you a different perspective and sharing my thoughts with you. So I thank you all for watching, and be safe, everyone. I will be updating the blog and Facebook page as time allows over the next several days. Thank you.